Good day, my friends. Encouraging and inspiring you, hopefully, and even maybe challenging you today to be you, because there's just one you, so be you. Be the best you there is. And today I just wanted to share what I was tugged by, a quote: operate in excellence because you'll never know who you're influencing and when. It's not a question of if you will influence someone, it's a matter of when you influence them. It's just you don't know who. So at all times, operate with excellence, right? In every way, with character and integrity. And why I was touched by it so much today is because I've had several encounters, and I might get emotional. I mean, there's another quote too, and I should share it too before I forget it. But, a teacher influences for eternity. You never know when that influence stops, and it might never stop, actually. Because who you influence will influence others as well. Again, it's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when. And so the people we influence will influence others as well. And so it's a very impactful thought. If you're hearing me, you will be influencing people. So we just need to remember that at all times, if it matters to us, right? And it should matter to you. It's not about legacy, and not everybody's a legacy junkie like me, but it's about impact, and it's about change, and it's about where your influence goes. And so again, today I had a sneak peek into some of the impact, some of the influence that I've made in other people's lives. I wasn't expecting it, but people were telling me that I've made an impact in their life, and while you don't do things and you never know when, right? What I started this video saying, you never know when you're influencing people, but the simple fact that you at least get acknowledged and you get to embrace and get a little idea of what that influence looks like, because we don't always get blessed with that opportunity. We know we're influencing people, but we don't always know how. We don't always know if it's for good or for bad. I mean, obviously I'm attempting to influence and inspire you for good, but today I was overwhelmed by a lot of people sharing how I've impacted them, and it feels amazing. I can't say it like look at me, and I don't want you to get that impression, but what I want to say to you is it's a powerful feeling knowing that your attempts, your charge to operate in excellence matters, and it counts, and it's important, and you might not always know how that influence impacts others, but today I got a little insight as to how that is. And so my doing my best, and I fail every day, okay? And I've made that clear in so many ways, in so many videos, that I don't always operate in excellence. I might need a tissue. But the fact that I still influence and impact people for the better makes me it just fills me up. It fills me up. So it's worth it, even without knowing, because you kind of have to trust. It's happening. You're influencing people, right? It's happening, whether you want it to or not. So the question is, how do you want to influence people? Do you want to influence them in a way that they complain about things that are out of their control? Do you want to influence them in a way that allows it to be okay that they talk about others without that person being there? Do you want to influence them in a way that inspires them to stretch themselves and maybe cross a line of faith or through their comfort zone. Which direction do you want to go with this? Because the question isn't, are you influencing people? The question is, how do you want to? And so you have to trust that because you know that now, that you are influenced. Maybe you didn't know that. Maybe you didn't know you were influencing people, and it goes beyond, parenting your children if you have any. It's people around you will be influenced by you. So you need to ask the question, now that you know that it's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when and who, you have to ask yourself, how do you want to influence them? It's just about being aware. It's about being intentional. It's about having purpose. And so I hope you hear me. I hope you understand that it's a real worthy charge, because we don't have, life is not guaranteed to us. We don't have a whole lot of time here. You know that, right? I think people are skipping through the daisies thinking they have all the time in the world. Well, it's not the case. It's not the case. So while you're here, do your best to ask for forgiveness, to make amends, to serve others, to be there, to show up for others, to encourage, challenge, and invite people. Invite people into your life. Again, I fail every single day, but I do strive to operate in excellence, and I hope you do too, because people are watching. Little people, big people, all the peoples. So I pray that whether you are, legacy is important to you or not, there will be a mark that you leave. And I pray that it's a worthy one that will be remembered, one that will, like a teacher, your influence will spread for eternity. And I hope that it's in a positive way. And I'm sure it will be. You just have to believe it. You just have to set the intention, and you just have to be purposeful with this life. With the days we have to be purposeful, be more others focused. And so I was really touched today. It's nice to know, that your efforts are seen, your prayers are heard, and that's not a guarantee. There's no guarantee that that's going to happen, and I was blessed with it today. And so I was touched by it a lot. So again, operate in excellence, because you don't know how far your influence will go. Likely it will go for eternity, because again, who you influence others. And so I hope that you're inspired by that and not worried so much, but today you can choose to change if that's the case. Today you can choose to change, to influence people the right way. Operate in excellence today. We'll talk soon.